Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How's it going? Well, we're flying solo today. Well, I have Michael with me today.
I was going to say.
Thank you, everyone. Beth is under the weather and will not be joining us. So we're going to give it a couple of minutes. Hi, Stacy May. Thank you. I did get your email.
I'm not getting these. Oh. There we go.
All right. Hi, Sue. Buck.
Hey, Buck.
Can you guys hear me? Oh, thank you, Stacy May. I got scared. I want to give a big, tremendous shout out to Johnny. I was having a meltdown earlier and he walked me through it. Amazing, man. Amazing. If you guys have, I think most of you guys watch his channel. I know I've seen a few of you there. Cajun, my God.
Return.
Huh?
And the return of Cajun.
Yeah, the return of Cajun Roots reseller. Go check him out. Hi, Helen.
He's on every morning at 8:30 Eastern time.
No,
is it? Yeah, because he's on the 8:30 is our time. So it's 7:30 Eastern time.
It's 7:30 our time. Central Daylight Time.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Kathy. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Hello, Gabriella.
Return of Cajun Roots reseller. Well, thank you.
Thank you, Johnny. Okay. The other shout out I want to do is for Grand Old Things Beth. Today is her birthday, and she is ill. Not feeling well at all, but give me just a second because we got her. I want those flowers.
Oh, I don't know what I did with them.
They're in here.
Oh, good Lord.
We got Beth a bouquet of flowers for her birthday. You think this will work? I did.
Oh, God.
Had to have them. So if she's watching, she'll at least know that she's got flowers waiting for her.
Good morning, New England
That's Helen.
Drifter. Oh.
Oop.
Ow.
Close your legs, darling.
Well, okay.
All right, guy. Yeah, I've got to make sure. Yep. Okay.
Make sure everybody is on
Live chat.
Live chat, not top chat.
Oh, it's Gabby. Hi, Gabby. Thank you. So, I hope everybody is well today. We're doing well.
It's just hot here.
Yeah, we're supposed to be, 95 degrees today.
I miss spring somewhere along the line.
Oh, book. 7:30 a.m. 7:30 a.m. Eastern. Yes. Which would be 4:30 your time. Well, that would be nothing because I get up about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
And if you can't get up that early, make sure that you go ahead and look at his post every day, because he gives out some really good information, and it's very beneficial.
Yes.
He's a real sweetheart.
Yes, he is. We love Johnny. And so I think we're going to give it a couple of more minutes.
Let's talk about me.
Okay, let's talk about you.
I really think it's nice in this community where people share a little bit of their lives, what they do, where they're coming from, where they hope to be going. And I really am interested in all you folks. I'd like to know what you all are doing. I always tell everybody that I was at auctions my entire life. My mother's an antique dealer. Part of you have probably heard part of this story before. My mother was an antique dealer and an appraiser, and I followed in her footsteps. I'm 65 years old, and that is old, but I don't regret a day of it. I'm happy to be where I am at in my life right now, and any information I can pass on to you all as far as antiques and collectibles, I would be glad to. If you have questions on anything that you own, please let me know. There's no huge secret to the antique business, especially antiques. It's all a matter of research. It's a matter of whenever you can get out, go into an antique shop, go into a flea market, and just start looking. Start looking, picking things up, touching things. You'll get to the point where you can recognize a nicely made, a well-made piece of glass, or a well-formed piece of china, or a well-painted piece of china, just by looking. And don't be stuck on a mark on anything. There are a lot of things out there that do not have marks on them. Some of them are because they were produced prior to having to mark their wares. Some of them were made with just a foil or a paper label. So if you see something you like, you pick it up and it gives you joy, don't worry about what it says on the bottom of it. Don't worry about a piece of costume jewelry that isn't marked, because there are so many pieces of beautiful jewelry out there that aren't marked and never were marked. A lot of them came in boxes originally that would have been marked with the manufacturer, probably. but a lot of them were only marked with a hang tag or a sticker. So don't limit yourself. The only thing you should limit is what you want. That's the only kind of limits you should ever have on anything you collect. And I hope that everyone out there everybody collects something different. I hope that you're happy in what you collect. And I hope that you enjoy what you collect, because none of us would be collectors if we didn't have a true love of the things that we have that are surrounding us.
Timeless Jewels by Deborah asks, there are many Hattie Carnegie pieces that aren't marked.
Yes. And those, Hattie Carnegie, as a matter of fact, very little of hers was actually marked. She was big on the hang tags. She did not want to have all of her things commercialized. She was forced to later on when she started doing collaborations with others and other designers. But a lot of her stuff was never marked. And it wasn't important to these people that their product was marked. It's not like now you buy a piece of Gucci jewelry and it's got a big Gucci on the front of it, or, it wasn't necessary. It wasn't a status symbol for them, because most of the jewelry that they were producing was not for the sake of the jewelry. It was the sake of it enhancing what a woman was wearing. That's the way you have to look at it. Eisenberg was one of the first that actually marked their things pretty religiously. And that's because they were a clothing manufacturer. And they started producing brooches that were put on their dress pieces. And then they found they had so many women that were going in, trying on garments and stealing the pins, stealing the brooches off the clothing. That's what gave them the idea of marking their pieces so they could identify their own jewelry. So it's funny how things work. A lot of the jewelry that you see is American made. A lot of it is American made, and a great deal of it was made on the East Coast, New Jersey, a lot of New Jersey, and New York. Then you'll see pieces made in California, the Picasso and Renoir copper jewelry, and a lot of Southwestern jewelry was, of course, produced in the Southwest. And at first, very little of that was marked. Now, a lot of your Mexican pieces, the pieces that were made in Mexico, will have a Taxco mark, or they will have a 925. That's just for the metal content. But there are an awful lot of Southwestern jewelry pieces that are absolutely gorgeous that are not marked with the maker's mark, an artist. So don't always go by a stamp. Don't always go by a name. Go by what gives you a feeling. Go by what you enjoy, what you love. That is the reason to collect. Okay? Alrighty. I did a little short stint with Antiques Roadshow many years ago, back when it wasn't all computers, when they would be in the area somewhere close for me. I would do research for them. And that was back in a time where the research was a book. Use books as reference. And that's why I am a firm believer, and I will get on this soapbox over and over again, and any of you that seen me before will attest to that. Your best information comes from a book. Those are people that are selling you knowledge and information. They aren't selling you a product. So, You can get a lot of books now pretty inexpensively at thrift stores, at estate sales, especially if someone was a collector. And start building yourself a library. And even if you see books that isn't, if you see books on things that you really don't collect, go ahead and pick them up. That way, the next time you go to a estate sale and you see something, you go, hey, I saw that. That's kind of interesting.
Book wants to know, are there online sites you recommend for costume jewelry education?
You can go online and you can Google the hell out of it, pardon my French, and you will come up with 85 different experts. Just pick 2 or 3 of them and just take a look and see what they're actually telling you. And if you see a lot of inconsistencies between the people that you are watching, one person tells you one thing and another person tells you another thing, go buy a book. And there are several good books out there. I'm not sure I've got one down here, but
for who?
Costume jewelry. Oh, they're all upstairs.
I think they're all upstairs.
On another one of our sales, I'll bring down a couple of books and kind of leaf through them a little bit. But you need to be looking for what you love. Some of the most beautiful costume jewelry is not going to be marked, and I will tell you that right now. And anybody that collects a lot, and I know there's several of you out there that have pretty good sized collections, and I think that you will probably agree with me that it's not always the mark on something, but the craftsmanship, how chic it is. You know, there's some of that costume jewelry is really neat. So anyway.
So book says, admit it, you were Antique Roadshow set dressing better than Flowers YouTube.
Oh, yeah, well. I sat behind a desk in a damn tent most of the time, trying to substantiate what the online person was going to tell folks.
It's not the mark, it's how it's made me feel, especially Texaco.
Absolutely.
Yep.
I will see a piece of jewelry, and like I tell everybody, I am damn old, but I have grown up with some of this jewelry. And when I started collecting, actually my ex-wife and I had a rather large collection. Rather large collection, which, you know, when we divorced, she got. But I started buying things that reminded me of my grandma. My grandma was very fashionable. She worked in the garment district in Kansas City. And she was back then what they would call a perfect size 12. And a perfect size 12 is about a size 6 now. She ran a power machine. She was a power machine sewer. They would have clients come in from all over the country. She worked for a company called Mendel's. And they would go back, and her name was Lily Chapel. Love that woman. But Lily would get up from her power machine, walk into the dressing room, and start modeling the latest collections for Mendel's. And she would wear some of the most beautiful jewelry you've ever seen in your entire life. She had such beautiful things, such clever things. And she'd get them from the modeling that she was doing for Mendel's. Then she'd go in, take her dress off, put on her clothes, and sit back down her power machine. Now for that, she'd get $5. And back then, you know, $5 was $5. But one of these days, I'll bring down a picture of Lily and give you guys a look. She was a really special person. brooches are little pieces of art. And I agree with you on that. Nothing says more about you than what you choose to use yourself as a canvas to display. It says a lot about your personality. That you've got a little extra verve. You've got a little bit of a kick to your step. And I think that's great. And I also think it's great now that a lot of the younger folks are beginning to appreciate costume jewelry again. Wearing them with jean jackets, hey, why not? Yeah, I love my grandma a lot.
So I think we're going to get this party started. And we are going to start off with
Jewelry?
What do you want to start off
Yeah,
with?
let's do a piece of
Okay,
jewelry.
I'm going to let you.
I'm going to start off with a little piece of jewelry. Well, it's actually a set. Where's that? Is that red?
No,
Look at it.
it looks.
Hematite. There we go. All right. I've got a brooch. It has a center round cabochon cuts. It's glass. Gold-told finish, filigree. It's accented with dark-colored rhinestones and faux pearls. And not to make you feel bad, but it's the last thing I have of my grandmother.
Oh, stop!
And I have a pair of earrings that will go with it beautifully. Here. I never can find that thing.
What are you going to start those at?
We're going to start that at $14. There's that one. I have two, 2 ears, 2 earrings. Dang nabbit. Oh, I'm getting there.
I need to put a big eyeball on there.
You do. Listen.
I see Book at 14. I see Johnny at 14.
Let me get the. Where's your? Oh, I want to give you a measurement on it just real quick. And this is a beautiful set. It's 2 inches. 2 inches in diameter.
I see Johnny at 16.
And you know what? You go out to the store today and you look at the jewelry that they're making now. Now, I have got a contemporary thing that I'm going to bring out in a little while. But it is a well-made contemporary piece.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute here.
What?
What?
Johnny, the phone is ringing. Book's trying to get his attention.
Now, the earrings, no idea. All right, fight it out. The earrings are marked West Germany. I would have dated these probably 1952 to 1957 or 8. And they also have a filigree backing. Now, children, don't fight.
It was a scammer.
Yeah. I love you all just as much. Only whoever buys this, I love just a little more. No, this is a great set. That's why I thought we'd bring that out to begin with.
We've got Timeless at 18, Johnny at 20.
Shoot, we may just have a jewelry show.
And Timeless is out to Johnny. All right. We're going to start the countdown.
I think that's a red stone in there. It's kind of hard to tell. It's picking up light off of my orange shirt.
Going once. Going twice. And sold to Johnny.
You know what, Johnny? You're going to love those. They are neat pieces. Now, I'm going to do another piece of jewelry here because I want to show you what a well-made contemporary pieces look like. Now, this is a necklace, silver toned, but it was made to be interchangeable. Help me. Help me, Daddy. There are 3 pendants.
Hi, Chicago lady.
And you can choose. Well, here. I'm going to get this in a minute. Here we go. Ah! There are 3 separate pendants. And this is made by Roman. And the stones are made to look like tiger eyes. Only 2 of them, thank you. 2 of them are a pink. Here, I'm going to get right up on that damn thing. 2 of them are a pink stone. And one of them, let me get a hold of that little sucker. Lavender?
It's blue.
Blue. And one is a blue stone.
You can start that out.
12.
Okay. This is going to start at
These are the backs.
$12.
2 of them are silver tone, and one is a gold tone on the back.
And we've got Johnny at 12.
But if you'll look at the difference in the construction of this piece, compared to what you will normally see in a lot of costume jewelry now, there's just no comparison. This is basically fine jewelry in non-precious metals. Got her? Got her?
Yeah. We need where's the tape measure at?
It's right here.
We need to give
The chain will fall at approximately 14.5 inches.
which is going to be what, 29?
28, 29. There we go. And these are gorgeous.
All right. All right, book. Well, it looks like the only person we've got interested is Johnny. So we're going to go ahead and count it down. This is going once.
But
Can you put your in the chat? I would like to send my better information. I'm on my phone, so I can't scroll the email address. Oh, okay. Yes, I can. And I am probably going to catch flack, especially from Michael, for doing this in the middle of a countdown.
I hate that. Sold. Now, aren't we supposed to get down to about 4 and then stop and discuss it for a little longer? No.
Going twice. Let's see, did I even do that right? Yeah. All right, I'm double checking. And Johnny, I believe. I think.
You too.
Sold to Johnny.
Okay. Do you want more jewelry or do you want something else? You want to do something else?
Thank you for bearing with me, people. I appreciate it. I do know that I get a little frantic sometimes. And
I've learned to deal with it, so you should too. There you go. Are we ready to go?
is that better? Okay. Thank you, Johnny.
Okay.
For pointing that out.
We've got
something
completely different now. I know that a lot of you like uranium glass. I do too. I really do. I have several pieces that are just kind of unusual that I picked up over the years, and I bought them because they were unusual. This is a beautifully made piece. It is smooth on the inside, and it has a frosted glass finish on the outside, and then it has been cut back to clear. A lot of detailed work in this. This is going to be from anywhere from between probably 1920 to 1930, in that era. And that would be probably what you would all call elegant glassware. But it's better made than that. Now, I want to tell you, because I'm always right up front, there is, wait a minute, I'll find it. One itty bitty, I'm not sure you can see it. I'm trying. It's right there. One itty bitty little ding right there where my fingernail is. And it's on the inside really isn't noticeable from the top even, but even the edges were polished. The decoration, that's all hand cut, each one of those scallops, as well as the star pattern and the leaves. This is a gorgeous piece. Now, you want to...
Oh, come on. What in the world did I do?
Now what you do?
Well, I'm not sure.
I hope everybody's still there.
Comments. There we did. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready for the unveiling? It glows beautifully.
And we're going to start this at $20.
Let me give you some measurements on it real quick.
I already have them.
Oh.
It's 2 3/4 inches tall and 8 3/4 in diameter.
Now this is a showcase piece for your cabinet. It really is. It's gorgeous. And actually seeing it on what I'm seeing on the screen doesn't do it justice.
I don't see any interest at this point. Some of our uranium people aren't in here right now, I guess. And that's okay.
That's okay.
If you guys...
If you think about it later and you're interested, send us a message.
It's guys, Guys, timeless. Two old guys. Okay. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
If you watch this on the replay, feel free, please send us an email and find out if it's still available. And be more than glad. I guess I didn't go over any of the rules now that we're into this for almost 40 minutes. Not that there's really any rules. I send invoices through PayPal. I ship through Pirate Ship. All right, Tammy. Thank you. I try to send out invoices within 24, 48 hours of the sale and ship through PayPal to keep it, prices down. Did I cover everything?
You did. Let's move on.
Then we're gonna move on then.
Okay, I'm gonna bring out another piece of jewelry. And the reason why I brought this is that it's summertime and it's time for summer jewelry. This piece is also, I believe it was marked West Germany. Yeah. This piece is marked West Germany. And it's a four strand milk glass, white seed bead, and crystal rondelles. It has a silver tone clasp. The length is going to be, well,
Okay. Whatever you need to do.
you have to go by the smallest one. Is basically a 13,
Well, wouldn't it be here?
12 and a half inch is going to be will be your top strand. And that's going to go from there to, it looks like to be about a 14 and a half, 15 inch for the remainder of the drops. What it ends up being is a choker necklace with drops.
Does it glow?
No,
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Oh, what are you starting that at?
We're going to start at $10. But this is really, you know, for summertime, you need summertime jewelry. And this is light and will go with anything. Anything you own, it's going to go with. Very well constructed. Hello.
And we have Johnny at $10.
I think Johnny likes him some jewelry.
Yeah.
And this is a neat piece. It really is.
Okay. Yep, he does. Hey, it does make Mike glow. Yes.
You know what? I might do kind of a drapey thing here for my hat. Hello. Are you ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille? It is a neat piece.
So, all right. We're going to start the countdown. Johnny looks like it's it. Well, if there's any interest, a brooch would look spectacular on there. You hear that, Johnny? And we've sold to Johnny.
All right.
Good morning, Larry.
I'm going to bring you now another necklace. And this is a gold tone piece, 1970s, maybe early 80s. It's a Napier piece. It is marked. It is a modified link, square link with white enameling in the center. And it is gold tone. And the overall length on this is, there we go. Overall length is 16 inches.
What did you call that?
It's a Napier necklace.
Okay. And how much?
Oh, 10. That's fine. And it has something that they did that I think is so cool. They called it their invisible clasp. You'll see the connectors in between each of the blanks. This one in the back is actually the clasp, but it blends in seamlessly with the rest of the necklace.
Okay, Timeless is in at 10.
And this is a beautiful piece. It really is. And it's very heavy. The finish is in really good condition. I really can't see any wear to it.
Does it glow?
It does not glow. You know, this is what I deal with daily. And there is, I hope you can catch that. Can you catch that, guys? It's the Napier mark. Focus. Okay.
Okay. Well, if there's not any other interest, we're going to start the countdown. And I want to show. Book is saying I'm going to.
Adopt Me?
No. Can you read that?
Oh. Black light embedded in 1935. No, I really don't. That's something I've never looked into. I guess I could see if I can find out. And once people found out that there was radioactive materials that they were using for coloring agents and clarity agents, you know, everybody decided that all of their glassware was going to make them radioactive, which is not the case. You know, you're good.
Well, Timeless, I guess I could call you Deborah, couldn't I? Let's see, True Book. I have 2 large UV bulb fixtures in my uranium glass displays, and one is just for my uranium and amber jewelry.
I still say these are green.
I think they're green too.
No, Beth didn't. Okay.
No.
What? No?
This is a whole different. This is different.
Different what?
Than what Beth saw, I think.
Oh. Okay.
All right, guys.
We're going to do something a little bit different again. I have a pair of Hempstead Creations of Northridge, California Lucite candles. These are green, a beautiful shade of green. It's kind of an emerald grass kind of a green. I think more emerald than grass. And it appears to be all gold flecks. They're in very good condition. Nobody was stupid enough to try to light them. They still have their original foil labels.
And they're 8 inches tall with the gold flecks in it. We're starting this pair at 30.
There are no scratches. They're in wonderful condition. They really are.
And there's Johnny. You might want to call me Timeless. There are a lot of Debs, Deborahs, etc. on YouTube. I'm putting you in my community page to share with my jewelry community. Oh, thank you, Timeless.
Well, how sweet is that? I have always been a fan of this mid-century. And I told you about my grandma, Lily. She had a candlestick holder that she kept on her buffet, a candelabra. And she had the most beautiful pale blue lucite candlesticks with silver on the inside of them that she put out at Christmas time, right next to her aluminum Christmas tree. And I'd like to find at least a pair of those in that color. Torture by Lucite candle. All right, here we
You're
go.
holding that up, but you're...
Well, you know what? Here. I can't get this left, right, up, down thing going on this. I will eventually.
Yes, Buck, we're torturing you.
They are an exceptional pair.
But we're going to start the countdown. It looks like Johnny is in the lead. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Johnny for $30.
Okay, we're gonna do another piece of jewelry. And I tried to pull more of the summery looking stuff that you can wear now if you wanted to wear it now, or something just to add to your collection. This is a bracelet. And it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 links. It's in silver tone.
Sabrina.
With a faux turquoise lucite. I don't know why people say, you know, a big differentiation. Lucite and plastic, basically one and the same thing. A lot of times it just depends on the thickness. And this is Coro. And it is marked Coro.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
What?
Sabrina.
What about her?
She absolutely loves her lamp.
Oh! Thank God it made it. That is.
Hi, Leanne.
That was a tough one for me, Sabrina. It really was. I had to make a decision on that because I really don't have a lot of mid-century in my house, but I absolutely fell in love with that little bugger when I saw it. So Mark kept it up in his office for a while, and we had to get him a little bit heavier duty light to put up there. And besides that, I didn't want him to mess it up. So we put him up a heavier duty light fixture and decided we're going to need to let that one go. But this is a beautiful piece also.
All right, Timeless. Thank you.
And we're going to start this. Have we started this thing out at anything?
No.
I tell you what, we're going to start this thing out at $8. And the color is beautiful. It's kind of like grandma's bathroom turquoise tile kind of a color. If that resonates with anybody out there.
We had Kathy D's at 8. We have got Johnny at 8.
But this is a pretty piece also.
Johnny, I'm going to check.
Hell, we could just do ourselves an entire jewelry sale. I could start opening up boxes. God knows there's plenty of those. But this is a neat piece, and
Yes, Johnny, I did.
this is when Cora was trying to break into the younger market. They were trying to get a younger crowd. And you know who they're actually competing against at this point? Sarah Coventry.
We got Kathy D's at 10.
And we're going to have us a discussion about Sarah Coventry one of these days. And you folks that are out there that are jewelry people, you know what I'm talking about. I am basically at this point on the lookout for Sarah Coventry pieces. Look at them very closely and see how well made they are.
We got Johnny at 12.
Ooh. I moved it the right direction. Oh,
Very
good.
good.
My head. Well, I moved my head the wrong way.
Leanne's got some Sarah Coventry pieces for sale. Oh, yeah. If you buy Timeless, thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Please feel free to drop your links in the chat.
Yes, do so.
I'm pretty sure that 90% of you okay.
After this is all over with, Mark will be going back through all this. So
we're going to start the countdown.
If there's anything that you all are particularly looking for as far as collectibles or antiques, please let us know. I'd like to know what everybody else collects for one thing, but it's easier for me because I'm very eclectic. I collect everything, and that sounds weird, but I do. I collect a little bit of everything. I appreciate well-made things. I appreciate handmade items. I appreciate mid-century. I like some Scandinavian. I've got a lot of Asian. My late husband was big on the Asian stuff, so I kind of got swept up in that for a while, and I've got quite a bit of it. But we've got a little bit of everything. So if there's anything in particular that you all collect, please let us know.
And sold to Johnny for $12.
Hey, look, I got my thumb up on the right side. Yeehaw! Let's look at something a little bit different. We went to an auction, and like I say, this is how I get hooked up on collecting a little bit of everything. I looked at it into a tub. This is after these people had had a 3-day estate sale. And after the 3-day estate sale, they were having an auction to get rid of everything else. They wanted it all to go. Well, I was standing in the back of this dank basement. It wasn't dank, it was just dark. And they had a lot of these plastic shelving units. And I looked down and I saw a Valentine. I thought, oh, that's kind of pretty. When I got around to getting closer to it, I looked down again. I said, oh, there's 2 of them in there. Those are cool. I think I may want to have to bid on this bin. Well, I got the bin. And then once we got home, I started unloading that bin. And what did I end up with, Mark? Probably 25 or 30 Valentines, antique Valentines. Comes to find out the woman that we were doing the estate for, her grandmother was a teacher, and around the turn of the century up till she retired in 1920. So I have all of these beautiful Victorian Valentines, and most of them are all mechanical pop-up Valentines. And they are in wonderful condition. The one that I have here is from Germany. And this school teacher, her name was Goldie Russell. I love that. But it is marked Germany. And they're all die cut. This one's got a little bit of a, well, I can't tell. It's kind of hard to tell with some of these die cut. It looks like maybe a little bit of loss on the very corner. There we go. Right there at the corner. 12. But it's a beautiful little girl. And when it pops up, she's standing in front of an arbor. And you know what? I have never been a Valentine kind of guy. But then I saw these, and they are so charming, and they're so endearing. Okay. Where's what?
Go ahead.
Oh. I'm getting my instructions.
No, you're not.
We're going to start this at $12. But they are, I can't go on. They're absolutely adorable. And you see today's Valentines, and then you look at these. And I don't care if you've got any kind of a, I know we don't use that shabby chic thing anymore, but if you do anything that's Victorian, some of these framed together would be just unbelievable. Or in a cabinet. If you're decorating a room that looks like it was a little Victorian girl was living in it. If you're a doll collector, they're just really pretty. They're just adorable. I'm going to have a couple of them here. Let's start out with one and see if anybody's even interested in this kind of a thing. If you're not,
why don't you do a choice?
Oh, okay. We'll do a choice. We can do that. We have a little boy, a little girl. Now we've got a little boy on a bicycle. And this one also is made in Germany. And it says on St. Valentine's Day. And he is also a mechanical pop-up. Now, how cute is that thing? And this is to Mrs. Goldie from Junior. And you can have your choice, the boy or the girl. They're very similar in size. Okay, I'm going to get this going all at once.
Look at you go.
Hey, I'm a star. We just don't have.
Okay, we've got Larry Riley at 12.
These are just so charming.
And I think Larry is the only one interested.
And there's not a Smurf on them.
So I am going to go ahead and start the countdown. And Larry, you just let us know which one or both. And all right, sold to Larry. Larry, you just let us know which one you want. Or both of them. Boy on the bike, please. Okay, let me have that one.
Where am I going to do this one?
You're going to set it off to the
I'll put
side.
there, then I both. Oh, all right.
Larry, I'm assuming that you already sent me your information, I do believe.
Ready?
Yes, you did. Oh,
Ready what?
yep.
You good?
Are you ready?
I was born ready. Okay, folks. We have a double Bluebird of Happiness on a heart stand. It's Leo Ward,
1997.
1997. And it is Mark Leo Ward. There we go. I think you got it. But it's the double lovebirds on the Bluebirds of Happiness. Do you have some measurements for me, Mr. Man?
Well, I do. I just have, 2 inches tall, 2 3/4 inches wide, and 3 1/4 long.
And we're going to put this in at 15, starting at 15. We've had several of these, the double, but not on the heart base. Most of them are on a square base or a round base.
Okay, we got Carol's Creative Corner, 15.
It's in excellent condition.
Now we've got...
Their beaks are good, their tails are good, and they, you know what? They're in love.
Leanne was at 16. Carol's at 17.
And these are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. Is this the lighting, or am I just as pale? You would think being out in the sun all day, I'd get a little bit of color.
Leanne's at 20.
I think part of it's my Arctic white hair.
That's it.
Oh, you're gonna enjoy these. These are cuties.
All right. I'm going to start the countdown. We got going once.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'm not there yet.
What? Oh no, I gotta stop and talk about it for another 20 minutes. All right.
Carol's at 21. And sold. Oh, it looks like Leanne.
Oh.
Well, all right. Well, now, wait a minute. What did I do? Okay. Yeah, Leanne.
I hope you enjoy them. All right. We're going to try something here. I have a pair of earrings. And
I see that, Leanne. Yep.
And these are a pair of fashion statements. They have a gold tone back. And they look like huge cut freshwater pearls. And this is a neat. Wow, wait a minute. Here, there we go.
Right.
This is really a neat pair of earrings.
Oh, okay. What have we got here? We got earrings.
Mm-hmm. Let me measure it for you here. I'm telling you, this is a what you do?
What I do?
Oh, I got it.
What are they called?
They look like a cut freshwater pearl earring. These are about 1 3/4 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. And they're a clip earring. Try not to drop them.
How long were they?
About 1 3/4 inches,
Oh, okay.
I think. Almost 2 inches. But these, gosh dang it. Okay. Here we go. These are a real statement earring.
What are we starting at?
We're going to start these out at $8. Dang, those are pretty. And these are a showy earring. When you walk into the room, they're going to say, you got yourself some earrings. And surprisingly, they're not heavy. So you should never have a problem with them being uncomfortable.
We got Johnny in at 8.
And the backs do have a cushion back on the clip. And these are a well-made pair of earrings. Very nice.
Well, why aren't you modeling them? He was a model.
Shit. Look at that. Hello. I've arrived. And you guys are going to learn, sometimes I buy things just because I find them so unique. And I like to see jewelry on anyone that is different. It's got good luster on it. The finish is in really good shape.
Leanne, you know, when you come to this, we always appreciate when you do come and purchase from us. Okay, we are going to go. We're going once. And going twice. And it looks like Johnny is doing it again.
Okay, we're going to try one more piece of jewelry. I don't know if you all are tired of looking at jewelry, but I don't know what I do with that thing. Oh. Now, for you people that a maker's name is important, maybe collect a certain maker. I have a pen that is 1.5 inches wide by about 1 3/4 inches long. It's gold tone with a little bit of silvering on the tips. And it's Florenza. Now, Florenza is one maker that was really concerned about the quality of their item. This is actually the center part, this part here, right here. Oh God, I'm getting good at this. Is a helmet, like a soldier's helmet with a plume coming out of the top of it. And this would be absolutely beautiful on a business suit. This is, you know what? This is a piece of jewelry that a woman could wear, a man could wear. It would be beautiful on a hat. It would be beautiful as a scarf pin, or even worn at the neck of a man's shirt.
Yeah, nowadays, men, women, everybody is wearing brooches, and it's nice to see.
But this is a very, this is a classic piece. A lot of jewelry, you know, people collect because they just enjoy the piece. But this is a piece that 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you can still wear. It's completely wearable. Yeah, we're going to start this one at 12. I don't start anything really high. I like to see where things go. But this is really a classic piece of jewelry. There's no season to this. You wear it year round. Now, I saw a lady the other day. We were out doing some shopping and had stopped to have something to eat. And I looked over, and the woman had a beautiful Anye purse. And it was a woven Anye purse. And she had a beautiful gold, much like this one, brooch pinned where the clutch went on her purse. And it was, hey, she was styling. She looked too good to be at an Arby's. Hey, what? Classic people like French dips too.
Yeah, that's true.
But this is a beautiful piece.
I don't see any other interest in Johnny, so we are going to start the countdown.
Johnny, you're a man of discerning taste. And we're going to talk just another second about Sarah Coventry jewelry. I think people have given Sarah Coventry a bad rap over the years. Oh, that was sold at home parties. Well, you know, a lot of things were. Judy Lee was sold as a home party. Emmons was sold as a home party. Emmons ultimately became Sarah Coventry as far as the jewelry line. But what you're seeing now is like the Joan Rivers jewelry. Let's take that for an example. Joan Rivers jewelry is not crap. It was well-made jewelry.
Yeah. and it's got some
And
weight to
the
it.
thing about it is that Sarah Coventry produced some decent jewelry. And 10 years from now, 5 years from now, it's all going to be vintage. There's not any more Sarah Coventry jewelry going to be coming out that's made like that. So that's the thing that people need to start collecting while they can collect it, and latch onto the pieces that you really like. I bought a brooch and earring set just the other day, and I was tickled pink to get it. I really was. I've been looking for it for several years. So anyway, don't discount it just because it says Sarah Coventry on the back. Go by the way it's made. Go by what's going to be lasting. The finishes on their jewelry was excellent. A lot of Sarah Coventry's jewelry at the very beginning had an awful lot of rhinestone work that was beautiful. So, keep that in mind. All right, what do you want to do?
Good choice.
We're going to do something completely different now. I've got a pair, your choice. All right, why don't we just do them both together? Okay, we're going to do these both together. They are pewter. Here we go. And they are meant to decorate flower pots. When you give someone a gift, how sweet is that? And these are pewter. This one says, bless this plant. It says flower pot friend. And you're right, Crafty Kitty. The finishes do hold up very well. They were very well made. But these are pewter pieces. This has a little cross. Bless this plant. And it says flower pot friend. And these are just adorable. And this one says, it has a little watering can. It says, water please, flower pot friend.
It hasn't helped us.
But anyway, if you're giving a plant to someone, and you stop by and you're at Walmart and you said, oh, I gotta get somebody something, I gotta get him a present. But you get them a little potted plant and stick that in there. How much more thought would someone think that you put into a gift that you gave them? And it is. It really is a neat way to dress up a plant that you're giving to someone, or something you just like to keep in you want one in your kitchen. Someone that's a plant lover in your life. And that could very well be you. They were made in the USA. And they are three-dimensional. And they're very well made. They're just as cute as they can possibly be. And we're going to do these starting at 5.
I started them at 5.
We're starting at 5, and we're going to sell them as a pair. We're not going to separate them. So you're getting the 2.
And we got Sabrina in at 5.
And they are adorable. They really are cute.
And going once. Going twice. Sold Simon for $5.
Oh, I hope you really like them. I really, this is normally not my thing, but we have one more of these, And we put one in a plant for our next door neighbor. And she really enjoyed it. So I hope you like them too. Okay. Once you do these, because I gotta run through this.
Okay. All right.
You got it?
Yeah.
I am passing this on to Mark. I'll be right back.
Well, I think.
Oh, grab anything you want. I just handed you that.
Okay. I'm here, people. I'm just changing.
Well,
No. I need to.
Now I've lost my chair even. That's sad.
No. We're only working with so much space here. Okay. Well, I think that I am going to try something different. I have a limited edition, The Flying Lessons, and this is by Cast Art of Dreamsicles. Little statuary piece. Okay. There's the sticker. In very good condition. It weighs a little bit. I will tell you that. It weighs 7 pounds. So if that's a concern, and I want to start this at $10. And I'm going to set it down a minute and type that in. Okay. The Flying Lesson. And this guy is 7 inches tall, 9.5 inches wide, and 7 inches deep. Really cute. As you can see, they have all their little wings, and there's no cracks or chips. And I am going to, doesn't look like there's any interest in that. So we're going to move on. This next piece bear with me a minute. I'm going to bring out another piece of uranium glass. This is a powder jar. And this is our powder jar. No chips or cracks. 2 3/4 inches tall, 5 inches in diameter. Okay. And I'm starting this at $20. And, oh, come on. Okay. And as you can see, it does glow blue beautifully. I see Sabrina in at 20.
Sabrina, that's a pretty piece.
I do not know who manufactured it. And
Sabrina, it's a I'm thinking it's probably a Tiffin color. 1920s, maybe early 1930s. But it is a heavier piece. It is not a lightweight piece at all.
I don't know why my... All right, Sabrina. It looks like you got a piece of uranium glass, hon.
And a pretty piece it is.
All right, are you coming back in?
Wasn't that my job?
Yep.
All right.
Let me get...
All right. We don't have a lot of room where we're sitting here, but all right. I thought I would bring a different kind of an example of a piece of jewelry. This is a handmade piece, and it is turquoise and green woven seed beads. It is adjustable in length, depending on the size of your wrist. And the colors are really pretty. Let me get... When I did that, oh, here it is. The overall length is 10 inches, but the closures you can either put at an about an 8, 8.5, and a 9.5. Very boho looking.
What are you starting at?
And we're gonna start her at $10. Let's just do it at 10. Yeah. And it has a ball clasp that fits right into these to whatever length you'd like it to be, which works out real well. Beautiful with jeans. Very summery. We're going to a picnic. And I do not have the patience to have put together something like this.
It doesn't look like there's any interest, so I'm going to end this one. And I will think, let's give it, let's try one more. I think there's another sale going on, and we've lost a few people.
Oh, okay.
We've got
we don't want to get anybody else's sale time. I would like to try one other different kind of piece of jewelry when we do that.
Okay.
Okay. This is artist signed, and it has the safety pin back. It is wooden, enameled, hand painted brooch, gold accents, beautiful colors. This will be starting out at $12, and it is going to be, and it's kind of hard to say this, but this is the way they go. These are either going to be Ukrainian or Russian in origin. Beautiful hand-painted flowers.
How big is it?
Huh? Oh, I'm going to measure it. This guy is 2 1/4 inches long and 1 1/2 inches wide. But the painting on it is absolutely beautiful.
Okay.
And we're starting at 12, and if there's no interest,
there's
yeah.
Sabrina.
You know what, Sabrina? I like your taste. I really do. You pick some good stuff. You really do, and I appreciate that. I think I'd like to come shopping at your house.
I'm not sure. I think tell me if I'm wrong, Sabrina, but don't you have a store?
Oh, do you?
I'm not sure, but I'm guessing at that.
But this is a gorgeous piece of jewelry.
All right. We're going to go with going once. Oh, you don't? Okay. Yes, she does.
All right.
Sabrina, it doesn't make any difference, hon.
But this is an exceptionally well done piece.
Going twice. And sold. Sold to Sabrina for $12. Thank you, dear.
And just wanted to take a second to tell you how much we appreciate y'all supporting us. And we hope that we bring something that you enjoy. And that's what makes it all worthwhile to us. Because there's some real sweethearts out there. I'm going to find that camera one of these days. I've met so many really nice people. We've had a couple of people that weren't quite as nice, but when you get to be where I am in life, and I didn't want to say old, but I'm going to say, okay, I'm old. You learn who are the nice people and who aren't. And none of us need ugliness in our lives. There's too much of that in the world as it is. And we just hope that you enjoy what we bring to you. Mark and I, we are what we are. We're just two old guys. And we enjoy this so much. And I do know that sometime down the road that my kids will probably pull their hair out by the roots trying to figure out what they're going to do with all my stuff. But this is what gives me a lot of pleasure and gives Mark a lot of pleasure.
Oh, thank you, Stacy May.
And I support you all. I support you all. If you have your own shows, if you got a YouTube thing you're trying to start up, you've got eBay going on, I would love to support you. I would love to hear about you. I would absolutely love to hear about your collections. And I've been kind of milling around something in my head. I know that's hard to believe, but stop it. I wouldn't mind every once in a while just getting online with y'all, get 2 or 3 of you up there and just talk about what you collect. Show me some pictures. Show us how you use your stuff, how you display your stuff. There's a lot of pride in people that collect.
And see, that's one of the things that we've been asked to do is, and I mentioned this to you the other night.
What we may do is maybe we'll take a day.
18 days.
Maybe we'll take a little bit of time and we'll just say, okay, we're coming to you live, or we're recording from our living room or our dining room or the spare bedroom, or wherever we happen to be. And just kind of let you get a glimpse into what it is that moves me and moves Mark, because we've got completely different tastes. Mark likes the swung vases and the mid-century modern, and I grew up on the Victorian art glass, and that's kind of my deal. And I've always been big on the costume jewelry. I've collected that for years, but we all collect something different. And I just love to see what it is that makes people tick, what it is that gives them motivation to get out and look or get online and look. Because I know a lot of people aren't able to get out, and but they still would like to be surrounded by things that mean something to them. A lot of like my children's generation, aren't big into antiques. They aren't big into collectibles. That's just not a thing for them. But I have noticed, fortunately, there are a lot of people now, not necessarily my kids, but my grandkids. At that age, they're interested in things like, Grandpa, what's that? Who made that? How long has that been around? And people are starting to decorate their homes now. They're going in and buying old homes, and they're rehabbing old homes, and they've decided that, they don't need a bookcase from IKEA. They'd like to have an old piece of furniture. They would like to have that formal set of china. They would like to have beautiful things to put out on their mantelpieces or in their built-in cabinets or their hutches or their, whatever they've got. And they're beginning to appreciate it. And I say, great. I think that's wonderful. And I think there's always going to be a place for vintage. There's always going to be a place for antiques. It's just going through cycles. And one of these days, I'll tell you about, I shared a little bit about my grandma. But one of the biggest motivating people in my life was my mother. My mother was an antique dealer, and at a time where women didn't really get involved in business, but the antique field was acceptable. So.
Wait till you hear some of these stories.
Yeah, I've got a few. I've got a few stories now. But like I say,
Mac and Norma.
When I grew up, we fed our dogs out of depression glass. If that gives you any indication, we were wealthy people. My dad worked for the post office also, but my mother had a true appreciation for antiques, and for her, if it wasn't 100 years old, then it just didn't quite cut the mustard. But back then, I was born in the 50s. Back in the 60s, there really wasn't a thing called vintage. You had old stuff, and then you had antiques. And the stuff I grew up with that was my grandmother's, that you just considered that was your old stuff, is now antique. And so the stuff that we were growing up with in 10 years, 15 years, some of that's going to start becoming antique.
Yeah.
So there's a cycle of life, and there's a place for everybody and everybody's collections. And I just like to see things taken care of. I like to see things passed on. I like to see people appreciate what they have and appreciate good workmanship and quality workmanship, which is unfortunately not existent in a lot of things we have now. A lot of things we have now is just throwaway society. Use it 4 or 5 years and you toss it out and you get something else. And that's kind of sad. That really is kind of sad to me.
All right, everyone. Thank you. Bless you. We are just so humbled and grateful that you guys come and see us every week. We're going to let you get on about your day. Once again, if look at the replay, if check to see even some of the videos that I put out the past couple of days. If you see something in there, holler at me.
Simon says,
that's Sabrina.
I tell you what, if you are working a farm, you have a full-time job. My family came from farm folks, hardest working people you ever wanted to meet, and kind and loving. You know what? You have a full-time job, and you have a job that is worthwhile. And don't ever have anybody tell you, just because you live out on a farm and you're taking care of farm things, that you don't have a job. You absolutely have a job.
Oh my God.
You have a job that I'm not sure I could keep up with. I've been at the post office 38 and a half, almost 39 years. But I know what it's like to be on a farm and the responsibility and the hardship a lot of times, and what you have to deal with as far as weather, um, prices of everything that you need for a farm, how that skyrockets. You know what? Be proud of what you do, because honey, you got some hardworking bones in you. I appreciate that.
Sabrina, we live on an acre and a half. He doesn't know what it is to mow the grass anymore.
But I also got him a 0-turn John Deere to ride on. So, you know, I did my work.
And I did. You got can. I'm assuming with you being on a farm, you're doing your own canning. Oh yeah, babe. I'm with you. So
everything is. I see where you're talking about Chicago lady trying to sell stuff on eBay. You know what? Mark doesn't work outside the home. He'll have his story too. But I tell you what, since he started up with this eBay and this YouTube stuff that he's trying to figure out, which I could never do, it is a full-time damn job. And it is not easy. It is not easy at all. So any kind of, if you've got any questions about some of this stuff, Mark is getting pretty good at it. Now, as far as this YouTube stuff here, we've been having Johnny and some other folks give us a hand, and you have no idea.
Johnny is a blessing. My God.
But as far as the eBay stuff, if you've got any questions, drop Mark a line. He loves to visit with people. God knows it's either that or clean, so he might as well visit with somebody. What you fixing me for dinner?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to end this. Questions or anything, send us an email. Be more than glad to get back to you. And have an amazing day.
And I've enjoyed like heck being with y'all. Have a great one. Bye, guys.
You're a blessing to us.
Well, to him. I'm old. I'll forget.